In this video, in this vlog, I'll be talking about how Amar Nijer was made and how this thing is different than the general charity things, because the base of Amar Nijer is love. When I started Amar Nijer, I thought, since I've seen so much of charity things in the world, in Kolkata, heard about so much about charity and how the money which is donated by a person who has a beautiful heart, that money is used, maybe a percentage of that, a small percentage of that goes to the work, to the people really in need, and the major percentage goes into their big conferences and meetings and big hotel bills and salaries, big salaries, and so many things. And I knew that if I want to make a family of my work with humanity, with living beings, then it cannot be charity. It has to be love, selfless love. So I thought, in place of having making a NGO, or where there are so many people, so many trustees, or whatever they are called. So when I started Amar Nijer, I wanted to register in Kolkata, and I made it like me with my father, because my father would understand, would give me time, because I was starting to do something which was never done before. Like, everything was about donations, about charities taken by people and things like that. And I wanted to make the whole world as a family, with all the living beings, all the people all around the world, like a family thing. That is the reason why I made it into a trust, where there are two people, me and my father, and later many more people will be joining that trust, who are trustable to this base, to the foundation of Amar Nijer. Started the work in 2002, July 2nd. So this friend Dipak, he would come every 6 months and just to give me support, and even to carry the bags, big bags I used to carry, and to be a support, because that is the most important thing which you need. How I was doing without accepting any money, and how things were really difficult, and how it would be just one time eating in the whole day, and walking a lot, and doing from early morning till late night. And then at that time I also adopted this man who was much older than me, and Nitai, he was also there, and to manage all these things. So he started telling me, Korak, I want to be a part of this, which you call a family, selfless family. So I said that, how can you be part of this thing, because you are not earning anything? And he says, that doesn't matter, because I get some money from the government for my studies, so I can save, because you are working so hard. So I also want to live a very simple, basic life, and I want to share a part of that money. But I told him no, because that money is given to you for your education. That is not your hard-earned money. So you don't need to you are already part of the family, you don't have to share something. But he said, no, I want to share, because he is a person who was very, if he is in a situation, he would understand that situation. Many times we just are in a place and we do not absorb that place. We do not absorb the things which are going on, things which, like reading between the lines. He could read between the lines in a situation, in an environment. I think so. So he said, no Korak, I want to share some money because you need money a lot for all the work and you cannot, many things he said. So I said, when he was saying it many times, I said, okay, if you want to share some money and be a real family member of this work of making people my own, Amar Nije, then you have to work and share a part of that money. And then he was studying for medical and he also started working in a hotel on the weekends and whenever he had holidays, I think. And then he started contributing a major share from his hard-earned money. And you know why he is such a diamond, such a precious soul in this world? Because he continued that since 2002 or 2003. He is continuing it till date in this world where people don't even take care of their own families. Here it is a family which we are making with all the living beings, including humans, who are there with us as a family member and working for them and not showing their poor little face and asking for charities. If you feel that you want to be part of this family, then you have to give an important share from your hard-earned money every month to the family kitty, like my sister would do, my mother and father would do, and then of course Dr. Dipak and Patel, he lives in Connecticut now, he would do. These people are part of the family. In all these years, there were so many organizations, so many people. They would like to, when they would know that so many organizations would give me money, and I would say no, I would not allow them to give money like that. And I had been offered money at the rate of 17 point some million dollars and things like that. But we live in a very simple and modest way, because I've worked with the richest of rich people and the poorest of poor people. I've seen that to make a family content, to make a family happy, it is not how much money you earn in a month or in a day. Because when you are in a mission of making SATYUG, when you are in the mission of making the golden age, when you are in this meditation state, it is in India, it's called tapasya. Tapasya is more than meditation. It is like taking all the difficulties, all the darkness, and making it not affect your meditation, your pursuing your goal and your mission. So since 2002 and now it is 2017, there had been many situations where the money thing was and is still a very difficult situation. But somehow, this Mother Teresa would say divine providence. Somehow if you are Satwik, if you are a person who believes in the goodness, then this almighty, this thing, this power which is more powerful than human beings, the director of the world or director of human life, takes care of all your needs. Like, we need a lot of money, but there's a screening before we make people being part of this family, because it's a lifetime, you know, it's a lifetime yeah, it's a lifetime responsibility. It's not that you are making this this work, this family as your family, and then you divorce the family. Because what will, because of the monthly share in the family kitty, we start to we accept more family members, because there are so many people in the world who are friendless, who are lonely, who are unguided, who are unloved, who are destitute, who are helpless. They all are craving to be part of this family of selfless love. They are. They don't know about it yet, that there is a place like this. And I'm not talking about just the poor people, you know, even the rich people. When I say rich, I am talking about externally rich people. When I say poor, I am talking about externally poor people. Because who is rich, who is poor, that is undefinable. So there are lots of people. So somebody has something, maybe somebody has money to be part of this family. Somebody needs the things which are essentials. So, you know, there are a lot of people who are waiting to be part of this family. And it will be nice if you could take the heat or, you know, make yourself ready to be part of this family of selfless love.